Hello students, as you all know, MH-CET exam is approaching. So let's just have a little bit preparation tips and the last minute help which you can get basically so that you can crack the exam in a better and in a well organized and planned manner. So here we go. So first of all students, the learning objective of this session is going to be what all we are going to learn today, that exam date and the application process for the same students, followed by the syllabus, the eligibility criteria and the preparation tips, so that at the last stage of your preparation what extra you should be doing so that you perform well in the exam. Okay. Now students, first of all, talking about the exam date and its eligibility and application process. So if the exam dates are tentatively Saturday 18th March and 19th March, it is tentatively because there can be a change in the last moment, but usually when they define it once, it takes place on that day. And then people, the online registration and the confirmation of the application process, that is still going on from 23rd of February till 4th of March. That is still this Saturday you can go for the same. And people, there is no subsequent GD and PI rounds for the same, which is a very, very important aspect for so many students who are afraid of expressing their reviews in spoken terms. इसमें कोई GD PI या secondary round नहीं है people, so you can apply for MH-CET exam considering that as an important point. Further, people, the syllabus of the same is the total exam is going to have, as you can see over here, 200 questions, and that is to be attempted in a total of 150 minutes. And all the complete paper is an MCQ based paper, no typeable type of questions are there. And the areas of testing are basically logical reasoning, abstract reasoning, quantitative ability, which we call as numerical ability, or this quantitative aptitude, and verbal ability. Then people, answer choices, there are 5 answer choices and you get 1 mark for each correct answer. And what else? There is no negative marking in this paper. Right, so MCQ based paper, everyone is worried, sir मेरे बहुत negative हो जाते हैं. So people, you can keep that in mind. There is no negative marking in this paper as such. So you can go through one to another section in the paper, as there is no sectional time limit defined as per that intersection or navigation between the sections. Right. After that, people, eligibility criteria, you have to have a bachelor's degree in any discipline from a recognized institute that makes you qualify to apply for the exam. People, there is no minimum or the maximum academic qualification for the test. And what is important is the students who are in their pre-final years and final years can also apply, and you are just supposed to have 50% marks for the reserve category, and the candidate should have acquired at least 45% in the graduation, right? For the general category, the minimum is 50%, and for the reserve category, you should have a minimum of 45% in the graduation, right, students? Students, now talking about the 4 sections, one is the verbal ability and reading comprehension, people. The major components within this section are para jumbles, error correction, vocabulary, verbal reasoning, grammar, reading comprehension, FIBs, we call it as fill in the blanks, synonyms, antonyms, and para completion. Important section. Then talking about people, logical and abstract reasoning section. Basically, this is split in 2 sections in the exam. Very important to say, the sections written at my background over here is consisting of 100 questions in the paper total. 25 from the abstract reasoning, which is basically the kind of visual reasoning. It involves the questions on continuing patterns, the questions based on analogies, the questions based on odd man out, and the logical reasoning basically has a symbol based question, the Venn diagram, the syllogisms, the question based on blood rations, the questions based on directions, the number series, alphabet series, coding, decoding, right, people, figure based statements, statement argument, diagram based questions, and logical puzzles, people, mathematical puzzles. All those are the integral parts of the section and happen have plenty of questions from these areas. Majority of the questions are covered by the areas mentioned over here, right? Then people, quantitative ability, mathematics, the major areas as you can read over here: probability, data sufficiency, percentage, interest, speed, time and distance, profit and loss, a sequence series, right, people, ratio, proportion, quantitative reasoning, elementary mathematics, permutation, combination, coordinate geometry, logarithms. But you can see more, you can expect more questions from the arithmetic or this commercial maths, percentage, profit, loss, interest, ratio, time, speed, distance, time and work kind of areas, right? So very important section. It has 50 questions in the paper. And people, lastly, the preparation tips for this MH-CET exam is basically you need to refer to the right preparation material at this stage so that you go through the exact mock papers and the kind of questions which are there in the exam, followed by you should improve your reading speed and comprehension, especially the students who are not the habitual of reading the novels, or who had the poor reading habits till their graduations. They can spend more time in reading comprehension so that they read also and they comprehend the data, the information given, so that they can answer the questions based on the same. And rock the mocks, people. It is very important for all of you to take the mock papers as a stage of your preparation, because taking last 5, 7, 8 papers in the last 15 days are of utmost importance, which not only gives you the way you should plan your exam time of 150 minutes, how much time you're going to spend in each of the sections, but that will also let you know how will you perform better and score higher in the exam, so that finally you can crack the exam. And people, you can categorize your strengths and weaknesses, and that only happens by analyzing the mock papers. See, try to understand, some of you could be good in mathematics, right? So they'll like to spend more times on that. Some of you are weak at mathematics, so they like do more of mental ability and logical reasoning and accept reasoning and abstract reasoning and this verbal ability, all those sections. So you need to analyze and put it balanced perspective, so that out of 200, if you're going to attempt the 150 questions only, those should be the 140, 150 questions which belong to the area of your strength, where you not only perform well, you perform well with very good accuracy and with a lot of speed in that, right? And people, there is no fixed time for preparation. Some of you might be thinking that मैंने तैयारी की है, मुझे अब तैयारी शुरू करनी चाहिए, नहीं करनी चाहिए. People, there is no fixed time. It all depends upon the background of the preparation you have. Some of you might have prepared for CAT or other MBA entrance exams, and even revising the concept for last 15 to 20 days could be sufficient for you all, right? With all that, I wish all of you all the very, very best for the exam. And people, if you like this video, do like, subscribe, comment and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much everyone. Stay blessed.